woman's not supposed to see you cry. I don't care if your family passed away, you're not supposed to cry. And it's not because you're not emotional. You come and cry to me, come and cry to your boy, come and cry to your sister. You do not cry to your woman. They sometimes, like, women, it's not their fault. They just like hypergamous inside their body. It's not their fault.
There's studies that have confirmed this too. Women lose respect for men after they see them cry. What's better, talking to your friends or talking to your woman about your emotions?
I'm going to just say this. I'm going to look to the camera and say, guys, do not talk to your girlfriend about your emotions.
Why do guys say this? I feel like that's a lot of red pill talk.
There's some things that men are supposed to be in women's eyes, and there's some things that are never supposed to see. And your woman's not supposed to see you cry. I don't care if your family passed away, you're not supposed to cry. And it's not because you're not emotional. You come and cry to me, come and cry to your boy, come and cry to your sister. You do not cry to your woman. They sometimes, like, women, it's not their fault. They just like hypergamous inside their body. It's not their fault.
There's studies that have confirmed this too. Women lose respect for men after they see them cry.
And it's time for Candid. The studies, Mumpandi. I don't know about the studies for you and I, but this one, dear. Let me keep quiet. It's not my time to speak, but let me introduce my guest. A big shout's going to some mini, ini. Pose with me, baby. Yeah. And have Sister Chriselle. Good afternoon, Ma. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And I have the managing director of Just Freddy's, Mr. Freddie Quarter here. I have to respect myself and start behaving. Good afternoon to you. It's good to have you in the studio. The last time we spoke was on radio, on phone. So I didn't get to meet you, but it's nice to see you. Please come closer. People would like to hear your voice. You're a very nice person. Very, very fun person to be around. I'm glad you're joining us on the afternoon definition today. Yeah, you've been listening to Candid. So today, dear, we're going to hear your opinions. And I'm glad that there's a man in here to let us know these things. But you're what?
I'm standing in the corner of the men.
Really?
Yeah, the sensitive ones, I mean.
The sensitive ones. Oh, we'll talk. Well, I'll get to the men, but I want to start with the ladies. You know that thing, ladies first. So I'm going to have this conversation. A big shout's going out to Betway. If you're listening, this is Candid right now. Today, I'm not opening the phone line. Saminiwa.
Babes.
The crying part, they'll come to you in a second. But which is better? Speaking to your partner or your friends about your emotions?
You just have to be discerning and know. It depends on who that friend is to you. There are some friends that are plain silly. You can't open up to them. They're about, Charlie, listen, let's face fact. People don't, we sometimes think people are really sensible and all that, but people don't really have sense like that. Go see a shrink or a psychologist if it's that serious, or talk to it. No, who is a friend at the end of the day? If it's a good friend you can trust, think about how far you guys have come. Yeah, then you definitely can open up with a person. That person's perspective on life is that deep or profound. Then you can open up and take a cue from whatever they have to say. But if it's one of those, let's go and chill, let's have fun, people who don't give two, fingers about life and everything, then you can't share or open up to such people. So it actually depends. But if it's that deep, then you need to seek professional help. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even if it's your partner, like that should be that one person that you can be
definitely, but partner. So, and you should know that if you're going in for a partner or a significant other, that person should come in with some depth. Definitely, you should go in for somebody who has that maturity in there, who's going to counsel. Because there's somebody who you are going with for the long haul. So if you can't seek that person's counsel on certain things, and I don't know what you both are doing. So your partner is definitely a sure person. But, the confusion comes when that thing has to do with the partner himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and a third party needs to be, seen or spoken to. That for that one, I think you have to seek professional help. Don't even do family friends. Seek professional help.
Professional help, not family friends, not friends. Wow. I'm coming to the ground. Please, we're live on Facebook. Join the conversation. 0548841039. The question we've been discussing before the show started. Griselda, no. Who do you share your emotions with? Which one is better? Do you speak to your partner? You speak to your friends? You call your mama or your... Oh.
Why is she laughing?
I have no, because I said you call your mama.
It's recently actually that I started opening up, because I always keep things to myself. And because I tried opening up once and it affected me in a different way. So it made me know that I can't trust people. So I barely open up. But recently I tried with the man I was with before. I was opening up a little bit, not everything, because sometimes it's good to open up to your partner, but there are certain things that you just cannot tell your partner, and at the same time you cannot tell your friend. And as Saminiwa said, there are some friends that they don't even need to know anything because they're not serious-minded people. It's all about partying, chilling, and there's nothing about serious conversation. And we have those who also do the partying and chilling, but you have those serious deep talk with, and then whenever you have something and then they're able to give you another perspective or point of view that is going to make you think beyond the box, that's the kind of people you can go to. But personally, I just feel like it's not everything you need to tell even your partner or your friends and even your family members, because you don't know who to trust. Be it your mother, your father, you just don't know who to trust. And secondly, sometimes you might tell your partner something, he or she might be like, oh, I get you, I understand you, I'm there for you, but later use it against you.
Yeah.
And that's the negative side of it. So it'll make you question if you want to open up about certain things to your partner. But if you're in a relationship, I just feel like if it's maybe work issues, financial issues, family issues, there are some things you can tell your partner. But if not, I think you shouldn't go beyond your partner unless you have those kind of friends that you grew up with and know literally everything about you, even from the ugly side to the beautiful side, and they've never snitched on you or told anybody about it. Then you can, have some conversations. But if it's a deep talk, it's a pillow talk. Just talk to yourself and cry. Sometimes look in the mirror and talk to yourself.
I know that feeling. I understand, Pa. I really know that feeling.
Yeah.
But ladies, I'm addressing both of you right now. A relationship is where you're with that person that, aside love, you can trust the person. So if it's not everything you can tell the person, what are you doing with the person?
I think there are levels to it, okay? It depends on, I keep saying, you can stay with somebody for years and the person can't even interpret your silence or doesn't even understand your moods. The worst thing is when let's say you, the woman, you're an overthinker and you're with a man who can't even communicate or who isn't vocal. It's difficult. It's like too unlike, it's difficult. So I think it's not even about, it's having that kindred.
Spirit.
Yeah. Having that connection. There are some people you don't need to talk. They can even interpret whatever is going on with you just by gauging your mood. They know, even when you're silent, they know when you are even faking it, they know something is wrong. They can probe and just get to the core of whatever issue there is. Others too, they're just moving with the wind, whatever direction. They can't be bothered. You are silent. Oh, probably maybe today she wants to be quiet. Let me leave her. Some can't even interpret. So, but at the end of the day, we need to communicate. And the painful part is, how many people appreciate the whole thing about communicating?
Yeah.
Some people listen in order to have something to say and respond. Others also listen to understand. You need somebody who's going to listen to understand.
Yeah.
And not just have something to say back when you need them to talk. Communication is key. But finding who to communicate those feelings with. That's what I'm saying. I with what Christelda was saying, I soliloquy a lot.
Oh, yeah.
At a point in time, I thought I was going bonkers. But I realized it was actually cool. Because there are days when I'm alone, I will talk to myself. We organize a whole board meeting. Me and myself, we sit down, we have a meeting, analyze situations before I move out. So hardly. So when you move around and people say, oh, I know how I know, I sometimes just laugh and go, listen, you have no idea. You have no idea. I choose to show you what you must know.
Yeah.
The rest is hidden. You just see the tip of the iceberg. What goes on beneath, you have no idea.
Yeah.
If I'm having issues, if I'm down, I will do all the crying, do all the talking and counseling sessions in my room before I step out. So when I come out, it's a different perspective altogether. Talking to yourself about there's days, the issues on your heart or whatever weighs you down. And that's when I think the professional help comes in. And there have been days I personally have gone to see a psychologist and I just sat before this woman. I couldn't say a word. But they also have ways of gauging your mood and knowing what to say, when to say. Some help, some don't help. So, I mean, sometimes finding who to even communicate to, you need to know.
Yeah.
You really need to know.
Yeah. So, before I move to the guys, for people like you and I who we've tried to open up to people and then we get, you get affected in a negative way. How did you deal with it? Because it takes time before you even want to open your mouth and say, look, I'm suffering, I need help.
So mine I had to do it in a difficult manner because then I went into like deep depression for like a whole year. I went off all social media. I deactivated my number and everything. So it was just my parents, and even them, I couldn't open up to them. So I just had imaginary friends.
There's nothing wrong with that one at all.
I just had imaginary friends, and funny thing is, my imaginary friends always came with different perspective, and it just kind of helped. And then,
trust me.
And I then met new people, like new friends, like Crispy, right, and his girlfriend, and they were the people that actually pulled me out of it and made me start opening. So they know a lot of stuff that goes on with me, and then help me understand things from other perspective.
Yeah.
And also kind of helped me start, trying to talk to the person I was with before about certain things. But if not that, my imaginary friends will still be with me.
I like the imaginary friends, but please invite me to the dinner party. Because trust me, you're not the first people. Like this, having conversation about like talking to yourself. I used to think it was a crazy thing until I tried doing it with myself. But with me, it made me get to appreciate me.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic,
It's
very therapeutic.
And
Trust
I can
me.
enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Enjoy my own company now. Yeah, but I agree with you guys. Yeah, you've not been there. It's always in I get away pandy until you
They will think we've gone local, but hey,
until we get there. I'll come to that conversation about the men crying, but it's breaking my heart. But I really want to go there. But let me ask the gentleman about men don't like being emotional. Please keep your messages coming through. I'm talking to you, my darling listeners. Kindly send me a message 0548841039 0548841039. Social media handles at Hitz 1039. We're live on Facebook right now. I'm here with Sammy Niwa, Criselda, Mr. Freddie Corte, and Daniel joined us. Hey, baby boo.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Great.
They just joined us, and we're going to have a conversation. I want to ask the men. Men don't like opening up about their emotions. They like to, zip it up. Baby, you don't show emotions. So when you want to talk about it, there are days that you guys get heavy. You want to open up, express yourself. Is it good? Do you come and say women we talk too much? Do you open up to your partner? Or you'd rather talk to your friends?
I mean, I don't do friends. I just do my partner. Because the reason why I do my partner is I trust my partner more than I trust my friends. And that's me personally. It depends on the relationship you have with that partner.
Okay.
Then you can open up to tell your partner certain things. And the two vessels, the man vessel and the woman vessel, women deal with things differently than men deal with things. A woman can process things much quicker, much faster, and the different variations than a man. The man is always thinking one way. I always say the pragmatic way. We just go straight like the goats. We just think one way. So sometimes you need a woman to counsel you. And if you have a partner that you can't really tell your partner everything that goes on within you and empty yourself to that partner, then me personally, you are with the wrong partner. And that's a personal opinion.
Okay.
Because with your partner, you should be able to tell your partner everything. You should be able to be vulnerable, empty yourself to your partner. And that's a personal feeling, the personal thing for me. And I think that's the only way that you can get counsel from your partner.
Okay.
Because if you are holding back, there's resentment. And once that sets in, you won't be able to get that counsel from that partner.
I see. But you keep saying that you don't do friends.
Yeah.
I've seen how some of my male friends treat our other friends when they get brokenhearted. Your friend is distraught. He's going through the process. He's dealing with the pain. They rather tease him and
They'll tease you. I'm telling you, they'll tease you. And some will be even happy
Yeah,
that
they'll
you're
be
going
laughing.
through that.
Yeah, but is that the reason why you move away from that? You disassociate with certain things, like you speak to a woman instead of a man?
I've always been like that since I was even in my teenage years.
Okay.
I've always believed in my partner more because I just like to share things with my partner more than my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like she said earlier, the pillow talk,
Mm-hmm.
I think it works wonders. So, that's where I kind of release myself and just empty myself. And look, I was saying to a friend the other day that you see all these motivational talks about in entrepreneurs. When you fall down 10 times, get up 11 times. But when they're in love and they fall just once, they don't want to get up again.
Yeah, that one there. I've been served breakfast. I'm not going there again.
No, we should apply that same principle.
Okay.
Exactly.
You fall down, you fall out of love 10 times, fall in love 11 times.
But there she.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's one day. It's hard though. 10 times money, go back 11 times.
Ah.
I think.
Yeah.
He said, let's
You won't go.
He's finished.
Be there.
Thank you. But I get where you're coming from.
So mine is my partner.
Yours is your partner.
Absolutely.
Daniel, I want to hear from you.
One said, yeah, men, we walk like goats. Which of the goats?
He
He goes. When it comes to discussing things with friends, partner, I think you should just check your people, which one works for you.
Yeah.
Some people, as you're talking to them, it's like the Candid show. The whole world is listening as you are discussing with them.
Broadcasters.
On their go.
Parrots. Human
Totally.
parrots.
Yeah, some people too listen to what you're telling them, and it goes down into their knee. Some people too put it in their cup, and they wear it, and then that's it. That's where it ends. So they act as counselors. They act as so many things for you. Me personally, in my house, there is a sibling I have.
Mm-hmm.
That one I can't even talk to her.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Facebook Live. A cop beyond even the people you are hiding from, and that's a ferry for. It's gone. Yeah, so you check out which person works for you, because there are some siblings who are okay, some who are not okay, and are not okay. Then there are some friends who are more than siblings. They stand by you, good times, bad times, and stuff like that. So you check what works for you, because in the case of my brother, he's fortunate to have a partner who is a partner. If he was to date a radio station, he would know what I'm talking about. Yes, he has a partner who is a partner. So you just find out which one works for you, and then you go with it.
Yeah.
Some people understand you better. So as you talk to them, they give you the advice based on how your friendship has gone or your relationship with the person. So if you have been maybe 10 years, you guys know 20 years, or from infancy, or like Griselda said, from she has friends who are good with her from infancy and stuff like that. Yeah, then you can take it from there, that they know you better and stuff like that.
Yeah. But in a relationship, if you can't really open up and talk to the person, then this it's no use being in a relationship with them. Yeah, it's difficult.
It is difficult.
You can't tell the person anything, then what are we doing?
I don't, honestly speaking, I understand where you're coming from, but there's something Movi said some time ago, that in a relationship, you two are different individuals. You understand things differently.
Yeah.
You have those people that you can tell them something and easily they'll be like, I get where you're coming from, I understand, blah, 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 blah. And we have those people too that you can tell them something and it will bring a different fight. You're trying to get answers, but instead of getting answers, or maybe just console me, it's going to bring
deflect.
arguments. It's going to bring, how can you even do this? Questions. So it will make it very difficult for you to speak to your partner at that point, if you have that kind of partner. Do you understand? Wow. Because if you're with somebody who, let's say you're having issues in your house, maybe you and your mom have an issue, and then you're telling him or her about it, and the person is like, but she's your mother. Why are you going to do this? It's like, sometimes I just need you to listen. Sometimes I don't even need you to speak. Yeah. I just need you to listen. Yeah. Do you understand? But if you have that kind of partner that doesn't just listen and be like, babe, it's okay, you be fine, I got you, and it's rather like, but she's your mom, then there's a problem. Then it will make it difficult that if I have another issue, I'll come to you and speak to you about it. Because if I have an issue, you're doing this, you've done it like maybe 2-3 times, I'll pull back.
Definitely.
I would rather speak to myself, or maybe just, You know this thing, some of us, including me, we do is we just bottle it down. We keep bottling it down.
And keep pushing it.
We keep pushing it down, and then when one day it
blows
just
up.
hits you, and it hits you deep, then your partner is gonna be like, "Hey, you didn't tell me all along," and I'm like, "Bro, I've been speaking to you. You never listen." You know, we have people who hear you, but
Exactly.
they don't listen to you. That's one thing that is a problem and a burden in some relationships. I just need you to listen to me, not hear me. So that's where some people will have issues with speaking to their partner. So it goes two ways. If I have a good partner who's a good listener and can understand me and try to help me, definitely. Even the littlest, they maybe somebody want pinch me, I'll come and tell you.
Yeah.
Right? But if I have that partner that doesn't listen, but rather hears me, even if somebody wants to pinch me, I'll keep it within and I'll keep keeping it. But when it blows up and you come at me, I will definitely come back at you.
It's true. I'm like that. That's why I keep touching and doing. Yeah, because
And AJ, just to add up to what Chriselda was saying, you talked about having partner. I mean, your partner being your confidant and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So I keep saying, I think we need to, in playing with these words and semantics, we need to be careful. Some people don't have partners. It's just bedmates. And that was that. No,
Please
honestly.
explain.
Because as she's saying, we have family. There are people, you think you have a partner, but you had a bedmate all along. You share a bed together. That's as far as it goes.
yeah.
Because you open up to them, you tell them. I've witnessed such scenarios. Maybe somebody in your family is giving you hell.
Yeah.
You open up to this so-called partner, tell them everything, and when they fall out a little, just a tiny bit, they fall out a bit with you. They even use they weaponize the information.
Yeah.
They weaponize everything you've ever shared with them and use it against you. They rub it in your face.
Horrible.
So, I've been saying this then each and every time, over and over again. Listen, when we are going into relationships, we should, if you know this person isn't mature enough, allow the girls to grow into women.
Yeah.
Allow the boys to develop into men. Make sure where you are going is a fortified front. And not just for the sake of looks. Yeah. As I say here, I like fine boys. I like fine boys that. But at the end of the day, can fine boys in ABD. When the chips come falling down, is it the fineness of his face that's going to be my, my shield?
Good question.
Is it the fineness of his face or the cutout muscles on his abdomen or whatever that's going to be that shield? To fortify me in the storms of life, we need to ask these kind of things.
Absolutely
But
right.
if it's youthful exuberance and you just want to, let's have fun, I understand.
Yeah.
Keep on
Yeah.
playing. But at a point in time, life is going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's when you need a partner.
Matured one.
Yeah, and not just a bedmate or a booty call.
Thank you.
Good.
So we need to differentiate between these things.
A bedmate and a
Nobody just
partner.
say 6-pack now, baby.
Oh,
Hey,
there
I
you
don't
go.
be that.
If I 6-pack,
that.
you get 6-pack, you got 9 chiseled up,
Yeah.
6-pack
abs
down
and
to
everything.
Kanye and say,
Yeah.
you know, I'm
Okay,
the
come
other
on,
day.
if I start talking
Okay.
and tell me, but your mind, it's like this. Sometimes, I keep saying this. Like she said, I agree with you totally. You just want somebody you can pour out, and the person says, it's fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I've got you.
It's fine for you to have these emotions, and that's it. Because sometimes I know what I'm supposed to do. I know I messed up, but I just want someone to listen to me. I agree with you guys. Yeah, it's like people are speaking. Thank you very much. Counselor. Thank you, people. But I want to move to the other particular conversation. I was having a conversation with one of my friends the last time. I was asking him how he deals with depression, and he talked about the fact that he can cry. And I was excited because I know that not all my male friends can tell me that I cry. But I was like, thanks for telling me that, because it takes a lot for a man to tell you that I can cry. Now, I'm hearing that there's statistics that if a man cries in front of a
That
woman,
ain't no stats.
the woman will lose respect for you. Please keep your messages coming through 0548841039. 0548841039. Our social media handles at Hitz1039. We're live on Facebook right now. The thing is, what studies did they do? Because they didn't ask me. Did they come to ask?
If it's a social media poll, trust me, that has no statistics.
It's not
Because
just
listen,
social
I don't know
media.
what target group they used. I don't know what went into that survey or how they arrived at that conclusion. But it's so wrong. It's so wrong. AJ, I keep saying this. When you're a man and you cry before a girl, the girl will misinterpret it. Oh, now bare means you are weak, you are denting. But AJ, at this point in time, I know crying is a form of relief. Psychologically, crying is a form of letting off excess weight. It's a form of relief. So some people may see crying as a coping strategy. Crying isn't weakness. I don't know who put that into some people's heads. Crying isn't weakness. And even with this, I think it has this societal angle too, where we grew up and we're told the man is the head of the family. So, I mean, how dare the head of a family cry? Like, how dare you break down and cry? You know, that kind of thing.
Then the followers will flood the house.
Exactly. if the head is weak, then the neck, the woman who's supposed to be the neck, what's going to exactly. So that thing, I think it's really, we need to unlearn and relearn certain things.
Yeah.
That man being the head of family has now become like some hogwash, yes. And we've been raised to believe that a man is supposed to be a protector, a provider. I mean, for him, it's like, oh, give.
Yeah.
When does he get to take?
Yes.
But what we forget, even the savior of the world, he wept.
Yes.
And Jesus wept.
Oh, yes. John 11:35.
Exactly.
A big thank you to the person who actually brought my...
Even the savior of the world wept. Who are you? Kwame Ahe. Who are you? Rebecca, who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I for me to say I can chest whatever things life throws my way, and before me no day she. You would die. You would die like a chicken, and you'll be buried like one. See, crying is an emotion. You need to let out certain things at a point in time. And honestly, you know, all these people, the men with the Messiah complex, the alpha males and everything, when you see tears streaming down the face of an alpha male, then you know how deep and bad it is. I know there are some who can use it as a bait, just to get back in the good books of a woman, or just to get into the pants of a lady. But if you know your partner, as I'm saying, and not just a booty call or a bad mate or just any of those shenanigans, if you know your partner, and your partner is sitting in front of you crying, unless you're telling me you don't have any human emotion in you, or you've thrown humanity to the dogs. But if you really share that bond with that person, and the person breaks down in tears, nobody should tell you. How insensitive can you be for you to use somebody's weakness against them?
Yeah.
I don't get it. A man doesn't. So where after shouldering all those weight and burdens of life, how do they vent their spleen? You expect them to go and box it out in a boxing ring or what? Punch something or what? Some have to cry and let it out. When I've had enough, when I've had it up to here, I cry.
Yeah, you do.
I cry. I let it all out because it can really get frustrating. We keep saying we go about, unless what with the things we write on social media, we are just writing it for cloud's sake. And that, when you have a problem, open up, I'm here. Suicide is not an option. How do you think suicide comes about?
Hey.
When you bottle up, you keep bottling up emotions like this. That's what brings suicide. So we need to give people a break. I mean, we need to cut them in some slack. Fine, it's not easy. Being alive alone these days is a chore. So to be the protector and provider of a home, and the person breaks down a little, even machines break down. How much more humans?
Griselda, I see you, doing the gun thing, shaking your body and your head. What do you think? Honestly, wait, let me ask you this. If your partner starts crying, like, you can tell that he's been going through that he's been going through it for months, and he just finally breaks down, are you going to lose respect for him?
Definitely not. I can never do that. Because even me, I cry, right? What's wrong with a man crying? He's human as I am. Me, I've seen my man cry before, and I put his head on my chest.
Wow.
Because sometimes that's all they need.
Yeah.
That's all they need. And this stats they're talking about is sometimes from, there's YouTube videos where you meet people on the roadside and then you ask, if you are to see your man cry, are you going to lose respect? And you have those silly girls who say yes. Right? And then they just have a lot of that, so they feel like that is the answers. But if you're serious about your partner and you're serious about the person you want to be with and the relationship, a teardrop is not going to make you reduce that respect you have for him. Because pain comes, people have ways of showing their pain. We have those who would hit the wall. Are you also going to say that those people, you lose respect for them? We have those who punch the walls, those who are going to destroy stuff just to let the pain and anger go. And we have those who are, we have some people who are highly emotional.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing about it. For them, it's just to break down when it's too much for them. And as your partner, you're supposed to see that he's at his lowest. You got to be there for him or her. You don't have to, okay, it's him because we're talking about the male perspective. You have to be there for him. You don't have to use that as a reason to say you're not man enough.
I'm breaking
A
up with
woman
you.
who would ever say a man is not man enough, I'm saying it here today, because he cried, is a silly woman. It's somebody who doesn't know what she really wants in life. Because as a woman, right, you see, my father told me this. A man is to love the woman, and the woman is to submit to the man. It's to be there for the man, right? So if your man is showing you that genuine love and you've seen him in his lowest, as a woman, you're supposed to be the one who's going to tap him and say, baby, we're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Sometimes that's all a man wants to hear. Yeah. Just an assurance that everything is going to be okay. Not to come and say, can you imagine my man cried last night to her friends and they'll all be laughing about it, then you're not serious in life. Those, and then we have, and I feel like we also have to come to this conclusion where we have to understand what we are. If you are in a relationship with somebody, or if you guys are,
Friends
as
with
somebody
benefit.
who are called is friends with benefit,
Bed
those who
mates.
do their booty calls, those who do, because we have everybody's put in a bracket of relationship. But some people don't even have a title to what they're doing, right? We have those who have had that conversation that, yes, I want us to be together, but let's take it slow. You understand each other. And we have those who you ask, what are we? They'll tell you we are what we are. They've not given you an answer, but you're still in it.
It is what it is.
And we have those two who come and tell you that, oh, I don't want a girlfriend, I just want somebody to sleep with, and you're the god. So if you know where your stance are and you're with somebody and you guys have something good going, and maybe he's gone to work several times, his boss is always on his neck, and it's gotten to the point where he cannot, and he feels like breaking down is all he can do. And then you come and look at him and come and say, you're crying because your boss. You're not serious. That statement, men don't cry, is very silly and has to stop. It has to really stop, because that's what even make men do things that they're not supposed to, because they feel like if I'm to break down, I'll be seen as less than a man. So let me do other things that's not going to make me be seen that way, and it's not supposed to be so. I just pray that my son will not have to go through that thing.
Exactly. I think it starts from the home. How these boys are even raised. I mean, when we're kids, as our siblings, something happens. A boy gets hurt, crying, then somebody come. Hey, trust. So the programming is that bad. The toxicity is that bad, right from the early stages. So we need to unlearn these things and change.
Work on that one.
And as a woman, if you never see your man break down, you need to question yourself.
Exactly. Are you dating a human or a robot?
Wow.
Yes.
You need to ask.
Let me move over to that section. Let me move over to that section. So, Mr. Freddie and Daniel.
Yeah.
Are you emotional, Mr. Quote?
Extremely.
Oh, that's nice. Daniel.
I hear men with a lot of beard cry, so he's speaking the truth.
Oh wow! But are you emotional, Daniel? Say the truth.
Once in a while.
What does that mean? Like once in 2 years?
Like my sister was saying that.
Once in 2 years.
They raise you up and they tell me, so yeah, it is recently that I'm learning to cry small. Because if I will cry and my partner will put me on the chest like Griselda is doing chest services.
Oh my God.
To calm me down, then I have to learn to cry.
Absolutely.
So I can get that pampering.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's something that is good. Because we're raised like that. Don't cry.
Don't cry.
Think to yourself. Yeah, I remember after some 5 years, 10 years, I cried a lot. And I realized after the crying, I got revived. You know, I
Really?
got better. I had fresh energy.
Were you alone or you were with somebody?
No, I was alone. Because, yeah. When I got that fresh energy, like a new, very young person, like just fresh, and my mind was clear.
Yeah.
I was thinking straight. Life was good for me. Planning things right. So that's it. So
You have to learn how to cry.
you have to learn how to cry. Yeah, you get the benefits.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. If not, you'll be there, sir.
But Mr. Kwasi, how do you manage your emotions? Like, you know, when you're going through, because you're a business owner, it's not always smooth. It's not always smooth. You bring somebody in, the person will mess you up, or you have plans and it doesn't go that way. It will get to you definitely.
It does get me sometimes, but I've got a small principle in life that I normally abide by. You know, they say, "Well, nobody comes of life alive." So whatever happens, sera, just let it happen and just move on. And the thing with crying, I was going to tell him, is that the beauty. To me, I see it's so beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when you cry out your emotions, yeah. After you've shed those tears, the feeling you get,
Exactly.
it's just nice. I don't know why men don't cry. I just don't know why. The feeling you get after that tears, the emotions that when you let go, it's beautiful. Every man should cry. They should let it out. Some men, the last time they actually shed a tear, maybe they were 5 years old.
Yeah.
It's all bottled inside, and when you
So
get
much
bottled
trauma.
inside, they become violent. Instead of crying, they hit
They'll be
their
punching
women.
human. Yeah.
And they've been doing all sort of things. So it's just good to let your emotions out. I think it's a great men cry. You know, men who are actually men.
Yeah.
They are the ones who cry. Those who don't cry, they are not men.
Would you prefer to do it in the presence of a woman, or you'd rather? I know somebody who likes to just drive off, go away, cry, be by themselves, and then do their thing and come back.
I mean, when I'm wrong and the emotions are, even if my partner is in front of me, it just comes out. It just comes out. We give each other a hug, and that's it. You know, and I think it's beautiful. You know, I think we are losing that thing. You know, in relationships and
Yeah.
in what love is all about. And you know, we are just losing it.
Yeah.
We are losing it.
Yeah.
And we need to get back, men. I think.
No, please go ahead. Don't mind them.
Oh, no,
Please
go
talk to me.
Go ahead.
Talk to me.
Go ahead. Something just came to mind there.
Men
Go
should be
ahead.
brave and not be. They should be brave. They should be brave and shouldn't think that when you cry in front of your partner, you are less of a man. You are less of a man if you bottle up and you start misbehaving towards her. You are less of a man. I better let it out, and then makes me feel good.
Makes you feel
Yeah.
good. But
Make a talk.
okay. I was about to ask him, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. I feel sometimes it depends on how you're crying. No, I'm serious. Let's be serious.
Okay.
Let's be serious. It depends on how you're crying.
Yeah.
If you're a man, and then something happens and you're crying, you're like that kind of crying. Yo, cry. Be gentle about your crying. Don't be crying all over the place. I'm just saying. I think I agree with him.
You do?
Can I ask you one thing though?
Go ahead, sir.
I'll use this word, allocation. Yeah.
Okay.
When God allocated emotions, did He give women a percentage and men a percentage?
No.
We were all given equal.
Me, I dey cry. As I understand it, I dey cry, sir, but you don't see it. It's inside crying.
Those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
But my point is, sometimes actually, let's put the whole thing in perspective here.
Yeah.
You're in a community where, just like you said, yes, you bemensu.
Yeah.
When we are town, But my point is, sometimes the way you even go about shedding of the tears, Oma will feel watching like, no, Bema no usu bayataro, usu mama, usu that kind of
Hey, but
that kind of tears, man.
that kind of tears is wrong. You shouldn't cry that in front of your partner.
I can imagine what guys like them with their master head John line saying
Don't get me wrong. I am the type I let it out.
Yeah.
It's either I open up to tell you, yo, Charlie, what should you pay me? Pay me what? Like they pay me. I'm the type, if I get angry, every day I cry past because I'd rather cry than to throw my hands.
Okay.
You understand? You see me as the weak one, but I know it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah, it is.
But the crying there.
No, we haven't reached
So
there.
he's trying to say. So for the tears, you have to be diplomatic about crying.
Yes, that's what he's trying to say.
But why should we do? But this is the question I wanted to ask you before, and I think I kind of agree, but I don't really care if you're doing.
No, it depends on the weight of the situation.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It depends on the way. Sometimes you can call, but I mean, how many times don't we show up at funerals and we try to look all prim and proper?
Yeah.
But the thing just hits you so hard, you don't know where the tears come from.
Emotions
You're on the
takes over.
floor everywhere.
Emotions.
I've never. It's true. You can,
It
sometimes
just
you
comes
can't
on
even
its own.
control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
You can't
yeah.
control.
So I wanted to ask the men, do you weigh who you are with? Daniel, Mr. Kwati has talked about it, and it looks like his partner is quite a different person altogether. And so opening up is not difficult. But Daniel,
It's
for
not at
somebody
all.
who is not, yes, you're not married, yes, yet. But would you weigh the person before, because you say you're now learning how to cry, would you weigh the woman before you cry? Would you do that instantly? Or after?
Oh, like, as and when it happens, you are there, or maybe your grandma who raised you, you guys are close buddies, and then they call you that she's not well or she's dead or something. You can't be diplomatic about that.
The crying? No.
Yes, you can't be diplomatic. And now Kwame wants us that when we are about to cry, we should go and buy a pack of tissue, put it there. Get a
Just
cup of hot
dab a
tea.
little.
Diplomatic procedure
dab a
before we
little.
cry.
You give a bucket before. You know myself, go to
That to you.
No, but growing up, they do that a lot. No, the 34 buckets, right? 37 is a 34 buckets. Make sure you fill the bucket to your tears.
Oh my
that one
God.
they drain you mentally fast.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it happened. I mean,
Yeah, it's
it was
true.
done to me when growing up.
Wow.
If you don't fill the bucket, you are dead.
So,
Hey.
but would you measure it?
Oh, I think as and when it happens.
Okay,
Yeah,
before
we just let it out. Yeah, because you were just then the call came suddenly.
somebody sent me a
Yeah.
message and is asking. So, at what point do you feel like it's okay to cry before the womb? But Mr. Coach, I want to twist it around so that you can, to the younger guys, like the person who just sent me the message on one of my friends. Do you look out for the kind of woman that you can be emotional when you're moving on, when you're getting men get to that point when they know that look, it's time. I need to find that person. Is it one of the things you need to add to your criteria before you pick somebody?
I don't think it's like a tick box that you just go and tick it. I think it just comes naturally. It's just the relationship you have with the person. If the person is out open with you and you have this, openness, it just comes naturally. You don't go looking for it.
Yeah.
If you go looking for it, you'll never find it.
Yeah.
It's something that I keep saying. There's a lid for every pot,
Yes.
and there's a cheese for every bread.
Yes.
So you meet that person, and you kind of click. I mean, you can feel it that this kind of person, I can just let go of. I can just let myself go.
With that too, can you still work on it with the person? Even if you're with the person, you can work on that.
If they are willing to. It's a two. I mean, it's two people going the same direction. So if your partner wants to go that way with you, you can hold each other's hands and say, "Look, this is where we want to go," and you go together.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're going this way and your partner is going the other way, then it can never work.
It can never happen.
It can never work. Yeah.
happen. Wow. Let me bring the messages in. I'm enjoying the conversation. It says, I'm that kind of friend that helps others find other friends through their emotional issues. But when it comes to me, I don't get what I give out back. Because of that, I don't open up to anyone. I keep it to myself and find a way out of it. That's coming from DJ Theozy. It's good to hear from you. Hi, Candid. Trust you all are doing good. I think speaking to my partner about emotional things is the best. She's the one I have and I trust. Happy blessed birthday going to myself and Reverend John Benang. That's Francis Kelly Marcus inside prison barracks. But still, good afternoon. Happy birthday to you, Francis. Good afternoon and greetings to everyone. Just passing by to say hi. So you guys, especially Samini, and I knew Network was going to come in.
Hi, Network.
And I'm so happy. Network, you see the birthday presents I brought you, so take it like that and send me nice messages. Good afternoon now, and the amazing crew at Hitz FM. Please, I want to tell you to keep it up. I love your show as well, as much as to you all. This is Pretty Priscilla from Tem. I'm watching live. Hey, sweetie. Dion Brooks says, I'm here as a singleton. Not everyone has a partner. Okay, so the single people, how do they manage?
I'm saying singleton. There are people. Okay, so I said earlier, you seek professional help.
Yes.
If not, if your mom is that confident, you talk to your mom. If you know you have that friend who is that sensible enough, have that they have that home sense and everything, you open up to that person. If not, you can take a cue from mine. You can organize a boardroom session with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yes, and talk it out.
I like the boardroom session. Good afternoon. Now for this topic today, but honestly, I hardly talk about my emotions. I'd rather talk to God, cry my heart out, and tell him to direct me. I keep my yawa to myself. That one day is another good one that's coming from Ohima Messi. Pedro Medina Cruz says, live and clear inside Indianapolis in Kumasi Tanoso, Kesbian Junction. Keep up the good work. There's an Indianapolis in.
I wonder.
I gotta go there.
Kumerico.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me respect myself. Kumerica, a building. Yes, let me respect myself. Some of you come and shout at me right now. Segidado on Twitter said, if you can't talk to your partner about your emotions, then you're disabling your relationship. She's the right person to give that emotional support. You should have a problem. If you have a problem, you can't communicate your emotions to your partner. People with social problems encounter this challenge. Young Wally says, if you're looking for people to share your feelings with, choose those you feel most comfortable with. You probably have certain friends and acquaintances that make you feel safe and understood. You don't necessarily have to choose your partner or even a lifelong friend. #Candid. Some of the messages coming through. You guys have really made my afternoon. Daniel, since you're opening up and crying more, we can help you with that one. We'll be doing church service. Church service. Mr. Cortez and Mr. Cortez, what's happening at Just Freddy's? Nothing's happening.
Not at the moment, but the experience is always nice. Anytime you walk in.
Anytime you what?
Anytime you walk in, the experience is always great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just Freddy's.
I did invite you to come for some croissants.
Oh, it's not
and
to me. Why didn't you bring it to me when you were coming? I mean, when you're coming here.
Yeah.
It is a surprise for me. Oh my God, I like surprises. Nana Kwame, please, someone said I should say that he's outside. He can't control himself. He will surely make me laugh out loud. The person didn't add their name. You can trust my producers to be crazy. Just Freddy's here. We and Hitz FM, and you see now I'm attaching myself to Just Freddy's. I'm going to lose my.
Please do.
So Just Freddy's and Hitz FM, their relationship there, as Chris Bigel was saying, is bombastic. You understand me, and I'm glad you came. I hope you come by very soon.
Look, it's a pleasure being here. I mean, it was a bit nerve-wracking to start off with because I've never done this before. So
why?
But it was good.
It was good because
it's really good. Yeah.
And you've been married for a long time.
Yes.
There are golden nuggets you can share with some of the young guys.
Yes,
because you opening up and telling us that it's okay to cry with your partner. There are some guys who will never do that.
They are missing out. They are missing out the good times. They are missing out. Seriously. They should stop that macho behavior.
Nana Kwame, stop behaving.
No, it's why I'm sensible. You make the occasion I've lost my.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So a few seconds ago, you were like they're missing out. Don't you think it's these issues young people of this generation are having is because of the kind of? Don't you think it's generational? Say, for example, I know we are almost out of time, but say young people of today are having issues because they believe, Charlie, it's like the kind of training you had when you were growing up, it's not the same because it's a different generation. They see things differently. Don't you think it's one of the reasons why people don't really see the juice in marriage, like the good things in marriage?
No, I think they base their relationships on certain aspects. I mean, materialistic things and all that. There are so many things going around these days that they focus on those things more than actually focusing on their partners. But what I believe is, if you're vulnerable with your partner, if you are vulnerable in love, I should say, you will experience it. I mean, the uniqueness of love.
I see.
But you have to be vulnerable and you have to let yourself go.
Vulnerable with their.
Right?
No, he's talking about. No, you see, he's
That's why
married.
he's using partner.
He's
Because we
married,
just
though.
explained that in the sense that if it's a partner, they know that these are two like-minded people
Yes.
working together.
Okay.
And
So
also-
don't just call anybody partner.
No,
Exactly.
you don't
And
have
even
to.
with that too, you need to know, as I always say, you need to know who you're entering a relationship with.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the part here, Mr. Freddie said missing out. I think I can relate to that because when you are vulnerable with your partner to that extent, it opens a different level of the relationship altogether.
together.
Because there is no amount of time you spend in the talking stages that will make you know somebody.
Yeah.
It's experience, and for how long you stay together and know each other. So these kind of things also unravel new parts or different parts of the people we move with, which is necessary.
It is.
Because I keep saying you need to know your partner in all 4 seasons.
Yeah.
All the seasons.
All the seasons, you need to know that person.
Yeah.
It's
very
crucial.
true. It's very true. Somebody said that the parts that on Twitter, I just wanted to read this real quick and address. It says, please, the lady's opinion on the second part is what we call telenovela talk. Joey GH, you haven't met the right woman yet. You're dating a girl, not a woman. Thank you so much for that. That one, yes, because you might probably wait until you give yourself some time and you meet that person.
I'm telling you.
You understand
You
what?
understand it.
Yeah,
And
what
You see, that's why when you were saying that, once I chop one breakfast, you are done. Maybe it will take 10 breakfasts to finally eat that buffet.
Yes.
Yes, and you realize you've been missing out. So it's just time and discernment. You pray for the right person to come along.
Pray for the right person.
And also our Gen Zs, we should just forget about these things we see online with our motivational speakers, their Instagram couples and whatnot. They show the beautiful sides. They don't show the ugly sides. They don't show the nasty sides. So when you see all of this in telenovelas and all that, and we enter into a relationship and we don't see what we used to see on the internet, then we start to question the relationship we are in. We should know that in every relationship, there's good, there's bad, and there's ugly.
Yeah.
So it's high time we just forget about these online couples. Yes, it's good to take something little from them. But you should know that the relationship, it comes with a lot of things, not just the beautiful
And
side.
even with this Gen Z thing, I keep saying, I said, when the bar keeps dropping, when people say it was not about any bar dropping, but during our time, with Freddie's time, it would have been different. In our era, they'll push you out. They make sure you fight for you have to work for them to get something. But see, Gen Z era, soft life.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Everything is on a silver platter.
Yeah.
The sense of entitlement and everything.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, it's a different ball game altogether.
Yeah.
The gap is so wide. And they don't even get to imbibe some of these life lessons and everything. They've had everything. Soft life. They can't be bothered.
No, they can't.
They can't. So they can't even relate to this whole fortification and whatever partner. No, they can't.
But if we try, that's why we're doing this. If we keep doing
Definitely.
this, they will understand it and they'll come
Definitely.
close.
It's a mindset.
Mr. Kwate, you need to come through more. Please come around more because these golden nuggets that we need them. We all need them. Thank you so much for your
It's
time.
always a pleasure.
Big shouts going out to Mr. Freddie Kwate. He's the owner, founder, CEO, everything of Just Freddy's. I love that restaurant. A big shout going out to my young CEO in the corner, aka Daniel. How you doing? Chest service, yes. A big shout going to Criselda, my love, and then somebody posing me, baby. Oh yeah, they came through on the afternoon definition on Candid. Thank you so much for your messages. See, this show, we're doing it because we all need to learn. And tomorrow, Frank Love is going to be here. He's a speaker, he's an author, he's a coach. We're going to look at some of the conversations that throughout the week. He's a life coach. This particular show that an upcoming keeps putting together, fantastic, keep pushing. Criselda is pushing, is because we all need